Hello, my name is John Throngard. I'm the Orbital Services Manager here at Critical Systems, and today we'd like to share with you a new development in the orbital welding industry. AMI's 217, the new replacement for its long-standing 207 unit, is now available in the market. We'd like to take this opportunity to show you just how easy it is to program and weld with. As you can see, it is a touchscreen unit. There will be no keypad anymore, and you'll enter through this entire system here, as well as being able to operate it through remote pendants. For this morning, we're going to use the Create Schedule function. We're going to select Auto Schedule. This is a recipe schedule manager that will generate the vast majority of parameters for a weld schedule. Today, we're going to do a 4-inch diameter, 0.65 wall, stainless steel, and as you can see, it pulls up, it's an entire library of weld heads, including some from other manufacturers. The 217 has the capacity to use more weld heads than just AMI products. Today, we're going to be working with the 84000 head. At this time, we'll select Auto Pulsed. It will ask you if this name is auto-generated, works. We'll save it. The unit will immediately go to the weld schedule page. All of the sub-parameters of a weld schedule have been automatically created based on AMI's libraries of best practices. From this page, you can see all the basic functions down the right hand that used to be accessible through the keypad and some additional ones. Across this field in here, you'll be able to see the weld current output in real time. In this area, you'll be able to see the tungsten position as the rotor turns through its full 360-degree cycles. You'll be able to check current in amps, voltage, as well as your line pressure for inside the weld head. The unit does come up, as usual, in test mode. We'll switch that to weld mode. We'll indicate as a power-up, the first thing to do is to go ahead and calibrate your weld head, make sure it's clear, and run a calibration process on it. This takes approximately 2 minutes. You can see just how smoothly the 217 runs the calibration procedure. It is a much more sophisticated motor drive system than the 207 or competitive power supplies. The 217 checks both the high speed, and now you can see that it's checking the low speed function of the motor. Now that the calibration is completed, let's take a look at what the 217 is telling us. Should the calibration have failed in this area, the 217 will indicate whether the speed was too fast or too slow. As it was successful, all we have to do is acknowledge with this button right here, and we are back at the main weld schedule screen. Now we can go ahead and begin a weld. We can either start the weld through the remote pendant or through the function buttons located to the right of the touchscreen. We're going to use the start button in this case to begin our weld. As you can tell from this field, we are in the pre-purge phase. The countdown is occurring over here, and at the end of that, we will go ahead into arc start, travel start delay, and then into level 1. The level 1 is approximately 38 seconds. The rotor tungsten position indicator is showing where the weld has started on a clock face display of the tube itself. It will continue to rotate in real time as the weld is performed. Countdown will continue through this field. When we reach 0, we'll automatically switch to level 2. You'll also note that the other gauges are indicating in real time pressure, voltage, and current that the system is experiencing. We've now switched to level 2. Countdown has gone back up to its 38-second period. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weld being performed. When this weld has finished, we'll go ahead, remove it from the weld head, and examine the very aspects of the weld that has just been completed. As you can see, level 4 is finishing up. We'll be transitioning to downslope. We have 14 seconds of downslope. You can see the graphical representation in this field right here, indicating a linear reduction in power. Once downslope is finished, we'll go ahead and move into post-purge. We have a 10-second post-purge in this area. Then the unit will return to home and then standby mode, with the function buttons becoming active once again, indicating the next weld is ready to begin. Okay, let's take a look at the weld we just performed. I have removed the ID purge apparatus and let the pipe cool before examining it. As you can see, perfect straight weld, consistent overlap with the fish scales, good color. Let's take a look at the inside diameter as well. Full penetration, consistent, straight, and clean. This is a good weld.